Hello CMA final students. Many of you are asking me to do a video on business restructuring and reconstruction. This is last day revision. Don't worry, I will not take more of your time. Hardly I will take 10 minutes to explain the concept of business restructuring and reconstruction. There are in total 6 topics. Amalgamation, demerger, slump sale, and these 3 topics. Amalgamation, demerger, slump sale, anyhow you are already studying from CMA Inter. So these 3 concepts, conversion of sole proprietorship to company, conversion of partnership firm to company, conversion of private limited company or unlisted public company to LLP. These 3 concepts will be revised very quickly by me in this video. Listen. Conversion of sole proprietorship into company. See, whenever sole proprietorship gets converted into company, 4 conditions are required to be satisfied. If all these 4 conditions are satisfied, losses of sole proprietor will be transferred to company and company can carry forward those losses for a fresh period of 8 years. And unabsorbed depreciation of sole proprietor will also be transferred to company. So, 4 conditions. If all 4 conditions are satisfied, advantage is losses of sole proprietor, unabsorbed depreciation of sole proprietor will be transferred to company. Company can carry forward losses for 8 years. What are the 4 conditions? All assets and liabilities of sole proprietorship shall be transferred to company. Second, company should give consideration for transferring the business. Consideration should be given only by way of allocation of shares. That means sole proprietor should get only share capital in the company. Sole proprietor should not receive cash. Sole proprietor should not receive debentures. Sole proprietor should not receive preference shares. He should receive only equity share capital. Third condition, sole proprietor shall hold at least 50%. At least 50% means like greater than or equal to 50% shareholding in company. Then next, fourth condition, 50% shareholding must continue for 5 years from the date of succession. So for minimum for 5 years after the date of conversion, shareholder should hold minimum 50% shareholding. That is condition 4. Fifth condition, like that transfer must be on a going concern basis. If all these conditions are satisfied, then losses of sole proprietorship will be transferred to company and company can carry forward for fresh period of 8 years. Unabsorbed depreciation of sole proprietor will be transferred to company. Now quickly revise. What are 5 conditions? All assets and liabilities of sole proprietor should go to the company. Sole proprietor shall get consideration only by way of shares. He should not receive any other consideration. Sole proprietor should hold voting power, 50% shareholding in the company. 50% shareholding in the company must continue for 5 years. Fifth condition, transfer of sole proprietorship must be on a going concern basis. Conversion of partnership firm into company. Whenever partnership firm gets converted into company, losses of partnership firm will be transferred to company. Unabsorbed depreciation of partnership firm will be transferred to company and losses company can carry forward for fresh period of 8 years. That's why they will convert partnership firm into company. But to carry forward these losses, some conditions are required to be satisfied. 7 conditions. What are they? All assets and liabilities of partnership firm should be transferred to company. Now, in partnership firm, there will be partners. All the partners in the partnership firm shall become shareholders in the company. That is condition 2. Let's say in partnership firm, there are 3 shareholders, ABC. Sorry, 3 partners, ABC. All 3 ABC should become shareholders in the company. So, all partners shall become shareholders in the company. Third condition, partners will receive consideration for transferring the business. Consideration should be received only by way of shares. That means for converting partnership firm to company, partners shall get shares in the company. Partners should not receive debentures. Partners should not receive cash. Consideration should be paid by company only by way of allocation of shares. Next, fourth. Partners shall hold 50% voting power. That means greater than or equal to 50% shareholding in the company. Next, fifth. 50% shareholding must continue for 5 years. At least for 5 years, they should continue the 50% voting power. You can see ABC partners capital 6 lakhs, 4 lakhs, 2 lakhs. That means capital ratio is 3:2:1. And shareholding held by ABC is 3 lakhs, 2 lakhs, 1. That means 1 lakh. Shareholding ratio is 3:2:1. Whenever partnership firm gets converted into company, capital ratio of partners and shareholding of partners in the company must be of same ratio. Here you can see they are in equal ratio. Only if capital ratio and shareholding ratio is equal, then only losses can be carried forward from partnership firm to company. Last one, going concern basis. Going concern basis means what? After conversion, company should run the business of the partnership firm. Are you able to understand? So very simple. Losses of partnership firm will be transferred to company. For that, and company can carry forward losses for fresh period of 8 years. Unabsorbed depreciation of partnership firm will be transferred to company, but subject to satisfaction of conditions. All assets and liabilities of partnership firm shall be transferred to company. All partners shall become shareholders in the company. Company shall pay consideration only by way of allocation of shares. Partners shall hold minimum 50% shareholding in the company. 50% shareholding in the company shall be held for minimum period of 5 years. Next. Whatever the capital ratio of partners is there, they will become shareholders. That means capital ratio of partners who has become shareholders, their shareholding ratio must be equal ratio. Then only losses can be carried forward and partnership shall continue on a going concern basis. Okay. All these are the conditions. Next, conversion of company into LLP. See, private limited company or unlisted public company can get itself converted into LLP. At that time, losses of company will be carried forward to LLP, and LLP can carry forward those losses for a fresh period of 8 years. But certain conditions are required to be satisfied. What are the conditions? All assets and liabilities of company should be transferred to LLP. Next, see, company is transferring business to LLP. LLP should pay consideration. LLP should pay consideration to shareholders only by way of capital share. That means shareholders of company, for transferring the business, as a consideration they should receive only capital share. They should not receive cash. They should not receive any other thing. Only capital share should be received as a purchase consideration. Next, third, all shareholders should become partners in the LLP. See, there are 3 shareholders, PQR. All PQR should become partners in the LLP. If R don't want to become partner, then before conversion only, R should transfer his shares to either P or Q. Thereby R will get eliminated and P and Q will be there. P and Q will get transferred as a partners in the LLP. So the thing is, all shareholders should become partners in the LLP. If any shareholder is not interested, then that shareholder should transfer his shares to other shareholders. So remaining shareholders who are willing, all of them will become partners in the LLP. Are you able to understand? Next. And shareholding ratio, this is not rate, I am sorry. Shareholding ratio and capital ratio must be same. What do you mean by this? Whatever the shareholding ratio is there, A and B shareholding ratio is 1:2. A and B capital ratio is 1:2. That means like shareholding ratio of shareholders and the same shareholders will become partners. Their capital ratio must also be the same. Here not amount wise but ratio wise it should be same. And shareholder shall hold at least 50% share in the LLP. So whoever the shareholders are there, they should control LLP. They must hold at least 50% shareholding, and that 50% shareholding shall continue for 5 years. Are you able to understand? Next. Company is getting converted into LLP. Now let's say year of conversion is 24-25. Ignore 24-25. Take last 3 years. Last 3 years 23-24, 22-23, 21-22. In last 3 years, for any year, turnover should be less than 60 lakhs. That means turnover should not cross 60 lakhs in all the last 3 years. Are you able to understand? Next, in all the last 3 years, assets should be less than 5 crores. So ignore year of conversion, take last 3 years. In last 3 years, your turnover should be less than 60 lakhs, your asset should be less than 5 crores. Then only company get converted into LLP, and such losses of company will be carried forward by LLP, and LLP will get fresh period of 8 years. Are you able to understand? So these are the conditions for conversion of company to LLP. Allocation of depreciation losses. The allocation of depreciation. Let's say company got converted into LLP on 1st October 24. Now 1st April 24 to 30 September 24, 1st October 24 to 31st March 25. What we will do? We will calculate depreciation for whole year. Let's say depreciation for whole year is 80,000. That 80,000 will be allocated for a partnership firm and for company in the ratio of usage. That means how many days the assets, like how many days that assets are with predecessor and how many days assets are with successor. In usage ratio, we are going to allocate the depreciation. So if conversion takes place in the middle of the year, calculate depreciation for whole year. Depreciation for whole year will be apportioned between predecessor and successor in usage ratio. Are you able to understand? So these are the concepts, and I am definitely expecting one question tomorrow from any of these 3 concepts. Okay, so listen carefully. This PDF also I am sharing with you in my Telegram group. You can access it. Thank you very much. Bye.